job with that.
If DeMar DeRozan could give you almost 30,
Yeah.
I can give MJ 6 more points. I mean, dang, that's 2 more shots and 1 more trip to the line.
I know you were saying that, but I even look at and Joel Embiid, he just had a crazy year. Like, what he averaged 33, 33.5, 33.4.
Yeah.
And he looked exhausted. I look at the tear Luka was on, and then he kind of fell off. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm just saying is, I know.
That's why.
Both of them not the best condition, but I'm like, it's just a lot of work, I feel, to keep up that pace. That's why it was crazy when Kobe scored 35 a game. And you got to realize how crazy this is. I just look at the numbers, and that's why I was saying I look at the attempts. And Kobe shot more threes than Mike.
Yeah.
He averaged 35, and I think Bean shot like 27 shots a game, 12 for 27.
Well, that's why you DeMar, because DeMar don't shoot threes.
Yeah, but I'm saying even Kobe, and that's what I'm saying, even DeMar, right? And we've seen him have like some 47, 40, but we also seen some games where DeMar might have like 48 points with 24 free throws. So he working hard.
Yeah. But
you get what I'm saying?
But the thing is, he's not in Mike's class anywhere near, and he's averaging almost 30. That's my
I think about my argument too, and I'm just really being serious because I'm not going to troll during this debate because I want to have a serious one. I also said in my argument though, we both, and you let me know if I go wrong, or you let me know if I'm trying to misrepresent you. We both kind of share the same sentiment that if we go back and look at a 1980s game, peak 80s that they were talking about when Mike is in the league, that defense is not as tough as people say that it is. I mean, that they talk about, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just making sure. And we also know that there has been some metrics to say that I've seen some that say, no, defense isn't bad today. These athletes just covering more ground with the three-point shot and movement and skill. But then we also know that some of these guys just not playing defense about this era. So we agree with that too.
Yeah.
So I would have to say somewhere in the middle, in the mix of seeing him against that type of defense that may not have been as strong compared to today, he still, even when he scored 37 a game, I think he shot like 28, 29 shots. And that's with the 50, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 27, same as mine and Kobe. 27.
Oh, they both shot 27?
But less three. Jordan ain't shooting no three.
I know
that's the thing.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's like, they both shot 27. I think he was like 13 for 27 from the field.
Right. Now,
and he averaged 37.
So
that's a lot of work too.
If we went that same season, right?
Yeah, my bad. One more question. I mean, one more statement. So what I'm saying is, you thinking he up it up to 28, 29 shots?
I don't think
to average 50.
I don't think he
average 50.
I'm sorry. I'm taking average 40.
And how many free throws he's taking too? That's a lot of wear and tear.
He's not averaging no 50. What I'm saying is,
no 50. No.
He can average 37, 38. Because watch this.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He shot 40. Yeah, he shot 48%.
Hey, look. Hey, I give you that because Harden averaged 36 or 34.
Right.
36.
And he volume.
I might be wrong.
And he volume.
Look, 36 dribbling the clock out every time out of court. So now watch this. Imagine if Michael Jordan wasn't playing with Charles Oakley and them guys that year and he had space. If I put Mike in the pinch post right now, talking about the black cat Michael Jordan that played with a choke chain on, what they gonna do? DeMar DeRozan is getting every mid range he wants, and he's not the best mid range player ever. That's Michael Jordan or Kevin Durant.
That's facts. I feel like though, and this is not trolling, I still think now with as much skill that we have right now, that one, I think it's hard for a player, so for somebody to just watch a guy go out and do that, like shoot 29, 30. Like even if you look at the Sixers, when Embiid out, they like, man, yes. It's not like they're enthusiastic
For real.
to just give him the rock, but they know that's how they win because it's a weirder pace. They gotta pretty much wait for him to get doubled. He shift the defense, and then they make their movement. As opposed to when he's off the court, they just want to cook. You get what I'm
Like,
saying?
shit, this is my chance to put up 30.
It's not so many questions. I don't think it's so many situations where someone will watch a guard just do that. Even with like Houston, they had to shift their whole team to do that for Harden.
You gotta build a squad. Hey, what was Joe Johnson's highest point per game in Atlanta?
It was like 25, 27.
Let me see. Oh, that's my guy, Joe. Man, Joe
I
be balling.
I saw Joe wasn't passing the ball to nobody.
Right, he get the ball.
I think he averaged like
back.
26. His game was so
highest
smooth.
Was
he gonna get forgotten.
Yeah, you were almost right. 25 in 2007. He had 25.
Okay.
That was his highest.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
I love Joe
because they put Kyle Korver out there, and he was really the only shooter because Josh Smith couldn't hit the side of the ocean. If he was standing on the drill ship. So they threw one shooter out there to give him space to do that. And I'm putting guys, and Joe shot more threes. But like Zach LaVine is what he had, like 20, 24, 25.
Let's put it like this, and this would be a crazy segment for a show. Combine or take players' attributes that you can. And that's Michael Jordan. So that way people can never see him, can probably get a feel how he is. Like you could say Levine's hops, where maybe you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kawhi's mid, you get what I'm saying, mid, right? You get what I'm saying.
And on that one joint, where they was breaking down the highest peaks, they actually brought out something that I had never thought about before because it was never a problem because he made up for it. Kobe's first step wasn't like Mike's.
Nope, it wasn't.
It wasn't. And so Kobe
like he was it's weird because he was athletic.
Yeah.
But he was like deceptively quick.
Yes.
Like it's like damn near you forget that like damn. Because he's so skilled too.
Right.
So he know how to take the right angle.
Right.
All that. That it kind of tricks you and make you think he's more athletic than he is. But it's crazy because this is a guy that has won a dunk contest and has posters even when he's like 35 dunking on people.
Yeah.
The Brook Lopez one.
Yeah, but you said like his first step definitely wasn't like Mike.
Yeah. So I'm looking at when I do the era comparison, and we could do 90s to now. Like I don't like to go before that.
Yeah, me neither.
I gotta take a guy that I think had similar attributes or they play in similar spaces.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That is the only reason. That's
Score from the same areas. Right. From the same areas.
Right. That's the only reason I kept bringing up DeMar, because DeMar was getting buckets, and he not going to be in your next top 200.
But I always look at it like this. Look who the comparison. Who was DeMar compared to when he was coming out?
MJ, Kobe. I mean, actually Kobe.
He compared to Kobe. And so who does Kobe gets his game from?
Yeah.
You get
that MJ game.
So it's
and Kobe didn't play with no good 3-point shooters. If y'all look at like you weren't gonna leave Derek Fisher open, but he not gonna be. There was nobody on none of the teams that could beat you from the three.
There's no soccer bitches, no.
So if I got Kobe and then I put Clay on the wing.
Oh, that's terrible. It's crazy.
It changes things, right? Like,
and one guy I'm critical of, but I'm like, damn, seeing because this guy's doing it now, and it's crazy how those guys dominate. I'm gonna put it together, dominate how they do during a regular season. But it seemed like both of them, and we had an era comparison to show that their weaknesses are exposed. Out in him in space, right?
Yeah.
And imagine him, he was so high volume, and he was still able to curve out and score with that spacing and his size and his quickness. He put that
And
combination
nobody on that
together.
team can shoot.
Yeah, and he can be a streaky shooter too himself.
Right.
So in some games he get high. Like this guy scored 60 in a game. So he's a rookie
Yeah.
and had what 4 50-point games to score 50 as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like he's raw to do that. So I'm like, imagine him with today's spacing. He might damn near
and you
have
ain't even got to give him. If you take away Eric Snow and you put in Danny Green, that's Danny Green, right?
Yeah.
San Antonio. You
Yep.
put in a
Danny
Danny Green,
Yep.
right? Like you like, how does that change? Because now, because we leaving Eric Snow open all day, we not guarding him at all.
We guarding him with a center.
Right. We not even. And then they had Tyrone Hill, Dikembe Mutombo. Aaron McKee was the second best skilled player on that team.
And
he came off the bench.
He was like the decent shooter.
George,
they had George
Mac
he could
too.
catch
They
and
had no
shoot.
shooters. Yeah.
Right. So
Raja Bell.
Jermaine Jones.
And he wasn't even good.
No,
this ain't
no, he
Raja
wasn't.
Bell.
He got better after that, and he was playing in the finals.
Yep.
I'm like, who is this guy?
Yes. So
and
like
get into it with
our
Kobe.
modern stars, if you add space, but they were just talking about how really that lack of space was due to Shaq's existence, because they was adding 4 7-footers to their team. They couldn't play dead because they had to have enough fouls.
Yeah, like that guy that but
true.
even that guy that played with Shaq at
Stanley Roberts.
Yeah, at LSU. It wasn't like he was nice in the league, but for that time, you could go somewhere, get a full ride. You get what I'm saying? And get a long career in the league. Like, look how long Elton Campbell played.
You could play in the NBA during Shaq era just by being 7 feet, because they need 6 more fouls.
Man, Sean Rooks, you couldn't convince me that Sean Rooks wasn't terrible, bro. I don't think I ever seen a game with him over 6 to 8 points, bro. And I'm like, how is he on a roster,
bro?
Sean Rooks. Ola Candy went number 1, bro. I look at it back there like, man, that be letting me know, heads.
The other dude, dog.
Because I'm like, even looking at his college highlights, and he went on the. It's crazy. I'm like, how did this guy go number 1?
What's the big
I see how bad teams stay bad. Dampier. Trash.
And then you had big fella from North Carolina that was on the Wizards for a while.
North Carolina. That's
Haywood.
Brendan Haywood.
Yeah.
Brendan Haywood. Like a long career, bro.
Ryan Hollins.
Yeah, he's trash.
He pissed me off because he played 12 years in the NBA. He got like
so, what I'm saying is, go today. Did I say it? But like, you can see that with Jado. Because look at how Ja Morant, when we talking about scoring in similar spaces.
Yeah.
And they both streaky shooters. I think AI may shoot more than Ja.
Yeah.
Because Ja just strictly try to get to the basket where AI gonna hoist it from his hip. He don't care. He gonna keep shoot from them threes, some mid-range, and he gonna keep driving. Whereas Ja just trying to get to the basket. Floaters, mid-range, and just open threes.
Yeah.
Like, and we're seeing it with De'Aaron Fox. And Ja is more athletic than De'Aaron Fox. That's the scary part. And De'Aaron Fox is athletic. But imagine if he just kind of mixed in that mid-range that De'Aaron Fox is adding to his game.
See, we need De'Aaron, and I know that it ain't good, but we need De'Aaron Fox and we need Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on regular TV all the time.
Yes.
We need them to be out of wherever they at, because them young boys can play.
Yes.
They can play.
Yes. No, they can. And it's like, like I'm just looking at Shai, and it's some games, and I think they might have beat the Warriors 1 or 2 times this season. And I'm just like, this guy is athletic. It's like he seems like he can get to the basket wherever he wants. Strong, athletic, wiry, and you know what? He's one of the young players that I look at and like, man, I can see he got basketball IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy. I will always hear his name, but I don't remember him playing in college. I think because that team got eliminated early from Kentucky.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't remember him in college, but I remember him because he was giving the Warriors problems as a rookie.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dog. And then to see what he did with Chris Paul and Dennis, to now, like, they leave, and it's like, man, that team was not supposed to win 40 games this year. And they only did that because of how good he is now.
Yeah.
He's changed. That guy is good. But going back to,
good.
like I'm saying, De'Aaron Fox, too, this to even put it better. Imagine De'Aaron Fox with Ja's athleticism. What he would be able to do. Like, Ja goes up effortless and dunks on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, how did he get there? But even when De'Aaron Fox get up there, you like, dang, D Fox got up there.
Yeah.
But, man,
I've been watching
crazy.
I'm watching Tatum right now. I don't think he has a real comp, like a
no.
I don't.
Because it's weird because I see so many shades of people in this game.
Yeah.
I see Melo.
Mm-hmm.
I see the Kobe influence. You get what I'm saying? I see the KD influence.
Yeah.
And that's crazy right there. A little bit of a slightly Dirks. But he also, like, moves McGrady. You see a little bit of that because he got some handle. So it's like you see just a young guy who was able to draw so much inspiration from those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Kobe is a favorite player, so they're going to want the shots like him in Mamba mentality. But it's still so hard to duplicate what Kobe did because he was just so skilled. Jason Tatum's talent is considered raw to what Kobe has. Because I'm like, even though Kobe is not as good as a shooter as Tatum, but the footwork, the mid-range, you get what I'm saying?
I can't even imagine if Kobe would have played a year at Duke.
Yeah, what he would have learned. Because he came into basically the league with that. You know that, of course, he had to have a pro father because some of these guys that it hit for, like even what I've seen with Elijah Arenas, what we seeing with Steph, when you're seeing with who's another one who's thriving, you know, Jalen Brunson. Some of these guys that's Clay, that's our athletes' children. They just move different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like we
it's
both
fluid.
like DJ Wagner.
Yes, DJ has it. You get what I'm saying? The Boozers, they got it. They just move different. You get what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy what he's able to do.
Man, J. Cole out here hooping, man. I mean, Tobias Harris.
Yeah, but going to that though, Kobe was just still kill Jason Tatum. Because Kobe, man, he would have known how to get his shot off against the mid-range. You get what I'm saying? Affect him defensively. That bag that we say Jason Tatum has no comp for, he would still struggle to score over Kobe because it was hard for him to score over Wiggins.
Yeah, and Wiggins is a talented defender, but Kobe is crazy.
Yes, and Kobe is smarter.
Actually crazy.
Because imagine this, man. Kobe's in the conversation now, but imagine Kobe with like Andrew Wiggins' athleticism. That might be damn near an extra 7 points.
Dude, I remember doing a thing on Andrew when I was saying that Cleveland should have kept him.
Yeah.
And I was like, LeBron could turn him into one of the best defenders ever, and he's a crazy vertical athlete who can play deep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog. But
could you imagine them both on the wing and what he would have learned?
He would have learned so much from Bron, dude. Like
you could tell by what he's learned now. Because Wiggins is not like Wiggins was terrible. Wiggins,
it was just he was a high, So,
he was a high pick, and I think his talent warranted that.
Yeah,
like a lot of people with that just go number one, even if the draft is mid.
Yeah,
but the guy's talented. Like I'm saying, he was scoring 47, and it didn't even seem like he tried to do it.
Yeah,
and his jump shot comes and goes. It seemed like, he gets a dunk, like, dang, he got up there.
Yeah.
He'll make a block. You like, dang, I already know he quick, but he be looking deceptively quick. Because it's like sometimes he's driving, But why, you know, and it's like, and he get a dunk out of nowhere, or how he got Luka last year. He'll catch you
Yeah.
slipping.
Oh yeah.
But the thing, man, if Kobe had that athleticism, or if Andrew Wiggins just had a little bit more of what Kobe had in him,
Yeah.
that kid, man, he will be in that Tatum and them discussion.
Yeah.
He should be in like the discussion of, can Wiggins and LeBron make the Cavs get another run?
Yeah. Because that was there. And
You could, yeah, you could tell it rubbed off. And my bad for cutting you off. I'm just saying,
no,
you can
you
tell it rubbed off because just look, it shows in this game how much he's learned with Golden State. He
yeah.
wasn't making basketball movement like this in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And because you could tell that first year, that year that they lost in the play-in, it would seem like it took him a while to adjust to the offense. To now, with Clay out there, that mother insane. How he's picking up, how he's reading, how sometimes he can make you pay from three if you don't go out to say him.
Yeah.
You're gonna say how he can get a key rebound.
Because him learning from a broke down Iggy,
yep,
tells you where he could have learned playing with a fully intact Bron.
Yes, because like we said, Bron is a genius.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? The fact that he's maxing out everything he's getting at 38, like, look, I was trolling him last night, but that guy came out that first half on a mission.
Yeah.
Hitting his threes, going for it, driving, attacking. And though you can see in the second half, though, his legs is gone. The jump shot going that.
He got a million miles.
Fatigue is hitting him.
Yes.
He can't sustain that greatness for as long as he used to.
Right. And that was the whole point of getting the guy, Anthony Davis, because he was supposed to supplement all that.